pigeons. There's pigeons over there. They
At
make
the-
that they at the news spot, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, and they make that low noise.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you die already. Die. You're not cute. You're disgusting. I don't understand.
Yeah, no, totally. Oh, don't forget to turn up the volume too.
Yeah, well,
And,
let's.
make sure you go back a little more. No, not that way. I'm sorry. I meant like back to where. Yeah, right there we go. A little bit more and perfect. Beautiful.
Are we good?
Yeah. Make sure you're in there. Both spots. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's come this way, Jeff.
And then let's turn us up. Are we ready?
Let me go
I think we're ready for the show.
You come this way.
Are we?
There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
Are we volume going?
Yeah,
Are we up
yeah.
high enough? Is that it?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
okay.
we're totally.
Okay, I was. Okay, so here's the thing.
The trick is we don't want to be in the red. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. No.
I got shoes on.
You know
it's
what?
not that gross.
Way better than someone else's feet. My God. Holy shit.
That's right.
Ugh. Okay, so whoa, shit. Let's. We
should start the show.
Yeah, we gotta do it right.
All right, welcome back, guys. Da. Hamburger.
We are back with another Hamburger podcast episode. We are
9.
one shot. Yeah, episode 9.
Yeah.
We're going to be. We're actually going to be going to a new venue. We're calling it. It's a pretty even. It's actually a little more secret. One of the big things I think. It's funny because we want to be able to go back to doing a lot more.
And this is the Al Qaeda studio, and it's worked out fine. But
we need a deeper one though.
Yeah,
so we can
do.
actually start.
They
doing
can actually get the bunker buster in here. So
yeah, we need something where we can go back to doing a lot of stuff that we shouldn't be doing probably.
Yeah.
And be able to do it. So I think that'll be good. We're missing Ryan Tallow. He's doing a show over in Santa Monica.
That's bullshit. He's in love, and he's not here because he's in love, and he's like.
That's not a bad thing, that's really...
That's good for him.
It's not... You know what it is? A lot of people, they get mad, they're, when they're friends or something like that, oh, thank you, yeah, thank you, good thinking, man. Their friends or whatever will, they'll meet someone and they get, always be happy for everyone. That's one thing people don't understand. Just be happy for people.
Yeah, it doesn't really warm your heart when you're cold and alone at night. To hate other people's relationships,
it does feel good,
it doesn't.
I'm so happy for him, and so the thing being, the thing is that he's in love, but that's not where he is tonight.
No,
what
show is he doing tonight?
The girl he's with is Melissa.
Yeah,
she's wild, man, just like tatted, pierced, everything.
She get that shit in her face.
But you know what? Really cool girl, really intelligent, really nice, and I'm really happy for him. I think it's cool when somebody you think is a good person.
I knocked a girl up from Philly in my 30s.
You did? You got a kid? No, she murdered the kid.
Come on, man. It's only,
Is she from Philly?
Yeah, she's from Philly.
Really?
So I was thinking it's like parallels in life. It's like, uh-oh, Ryan, watch out. Of course, she's not a butch lesbian, I don't think, so that's a little different.
Okay. I can see that. But no, so here's the thing. Anyway, one of the things we want to really talk about, because we haven't spoken about this. Well, we'll talk about that. We're going to get into that. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff, get a lot more guests again, go back to Shot Collar Trivia, all those things. I want to do a thing called Spank the Midget. It's all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
I like this idea.
Yeah, it's one midget spanking another. We'll get into it. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff, but we're going to keep it really creative. More importantly, though, we want to get back to hitting a lot of hard subjects, and one of them is something we had talked about a while back on this show, prior to, people really talking about it. I got to say, a lot of the news I do get from things like Lipstick Alley.
Yeah.
But I don't get them. My wife does. She tells me about them. I look at her like she's an idiot, and then I investigate them.
There's like the blind items on that one website that everyone knows. Like on Gawker. Gawker does their blind items, and like some of their blind items, like they called the thing about Charlie Sheen's.
Yeah.
And AIDS drugs like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
They called that like 3 years. Yeah. Like they had a blind item like such and such who's a whore and can't talk about it, says that she saw Charlie taking antiretroviral drugs and that so it's the blind items. A lot of times that is where the truth's at, because you can't report on this shit because the people will kill you or sue you or
I haven't had a
maybe
cigarette in
just
a
kill
while.
you.
This is the first cigarette I've had in a while. That's what I'm sharing with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to smoke a whole cigarette. I just every once in a while, you know what it is? I quit smoking. I want to fucking kill everyone.
Johnny's homemade.
Little, yeah, you do. What do you get? That little blue bag of tobacco thing. That yeah, and I like that. Anyway, it's good though. Okay, but you know what? So we've talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of these sites come out with shit, and that's the thing is they keep them down low and make them look crazy. So
let's get to it because we gotta let's get to this here because it's fucking exactly
Bill Clinton's fucking kids.
Bill Clinton's fucking kids. As sad as it is. You know, I like to think of him as just fucking interns.
I think George Bush Sr. was fucking Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
because they've known each other a long goddamn time, and since the '60s.
You know,
so I think there was something going on there, and I think Clinton's a freak. And he, and someone brought up a great point, and I haven't verified this, so I'm going right off of what I always do, which is, hey,
sure,
yeah, seat of my pants facts is what I call them, because they're not facts. But anyway, someone had posted something. If it's true, it's pretty wild, which is that Democrats. First of all, the Republicans were the ones who fought to end slavery. Democrats were the ones who started the KKK. Democrats were the ones who, kept segregation going for so long.
Well, but you're talking but let's
a different group of Democrats.
Let's do that. Let's do that because that is well known. Like there is the well known thing of the Dixiecrats.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the South up until the 1960s in the Civil Rights era, it was all just. Sorry, we totally got interrupted by my mother, but.
Yeah,
it was
did go text.
Fucking mom. Thanks, mom. It's all right. She doesn't watch the show anymore. She learned her lesson. But yeah, in the 1960s, it was all the Civil Rights era. It was basically by electing Kennedy, the first Catholic. Who remember there was a big hubbub over that. That already caused a lot of Democrats to leave the party because of the Catholic being put in there, which I'm not going to disagree with that at all.
Not even as much the Catholic as the Irish, the Mick.
Yeah, and then the fact that it was a Mick.
They didn't want a Mick.
But the Democratic Party of today is a remnant of and the Republican Party of today, they're still dealing with the change that happened within their own ranks from 50 years ago. Just 50 years ago, they basically decided they were going to switch sides. That's the thing is the Democrats, and even in the 70s, the Democrats were the party of family, who are looking out for the families through social services and that.
Wait, the Democrats since when though? When are we talking about?
In the 70s is what.
Okay.
Then in the 1980s, you had the Reagan Republicans, and the silent majority bullshit that said that. Oh no, really, we're taking care of the people who aren't asking for anything.
People not being heard.
The people who aren't being heard, who don't want abortion. These are real family values, or abortion, gays, divorce, these things, and they changed the issue. It's not about families being able to eat anymore. It's about families not being able to choose to have an abortion, or in other words, not having the choice to have an abortion.
Right.
They want poor families.
They want to bring God into politics.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, they're
because nothing keeps people stupid like God.
That's the thing. It's all controlling. Spirituality is beautiful. Love is beautiful. All that's beautiful. God and religion are very controlling, and that's the thing. That's why Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. That's why Bill Hicks had to be taken away because he was teaching people that God's stupid. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Oh God! Okay. What is this like a tradition?
I don't know. I get gassy. I get fucking gassy. I'm old. So they have whoa, that's wicked. Holy shit. Okay, so anyway, I think that might have been me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, they bring in God, they confuse everything, they fuck it up. Like I said, Bill Hicks was hipping everyone to it, and they went, nah, you need to go, or you want to live, you're gonna be the other guy. Okay, cool. And so here's the thing. So Clinton's on this plane. He's on this plane with this known child molester, pedophile, registered pedophile, convicted, and other people have been on the planes and they're fucking underage girls and boys, from what I understand. And so here's the thing: is Clinton went on 26 times, but a couple times there was no Secret Service allowed. He left the Secret Service off the plane. Those are the times I think he was into fucking boys or fucking little kids.
Or what if that's where the aliens really are, or the goats that they're fucking, or whatever? I mean, it's like. With the amount of depravity that's there, it's like your mind can just run away with the possibilities of shit they're keeping secret during that portion.
Well, yeah.
You know, when you have people who like have cyanide pills that you can tell them to give themselves, and you have to send those guys away.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking super secret. I mean, you already got your Secret Service are the guys who will kill themselves to keep your secrets safe. And yet...
Which is the insane thing, that we can even train people that way, and that's what people don't get. Nobody would naturally ever do that, and so they have to be mind fucked. They have to be mind manipulated, and that's what's going on big. But here's the bigger picture, man. Could Bill Clinton fuck over Hillary any worse than he does? He literally shot wad on a clerk in the Oval Office. Wait, no, hold on. He then starts hanging out with George Bush Sr. She's now running. They've set it up so she can win, right? And now what does she do? What does he do? It's coming out that he's been fucking kids this whole time on an airplane.
You know, the thing is, I don't think Hillary is ignorant of anything.
No, she knows it all.
I think that Hillary, and the other thing is...
She's a lesbo, man. She doesn't
Well, no, I wouldn't go
there.
I would go there, but I would say that...
Everyone knows she's a lesbian.
I wouldn't say she's a lesbian. What I'd say is...
She had a girlfriend in college.
She's got devious sexual... Like, she's just... that picture, there's this picture of her going around, of Bill and Hillary going around from the 70s.
Yeah.
When they were, you know, like in a meme, and they're making memes with it, or memes with it.
I don't even know what
it's actually memes, but no, they're making that, and Bill's like dressed up, looks like your typical bro hippie, and Hillary looks like she's in a bad 90s Halloween costume, and just plotting to take over the world. That's the thing, and it's like, fuck you. Call me an anti-feminist, whatever the fuck.
She's not.
Hold on, wait. The thing is, you can call me anti-feminist or whatever, but I've grown up with women. I grew up in a matriarchy. I know women. I participate with women. To underestimate the power that a deviant woman can have, that an evil woman can have, is crazy. Because they're so much more powerful than men. You know, that's the whole thing. When people realize that a strong woman is stronger than any strong man.
Well, you know, but that's the thing. Anybody with any sense, and I've always said this, the world will never get better until women are equal. I'm fine. It's not that I want a woman president. It's not that I don't want a woman. I want a good president. Yeah. I don't even know what the president does anymore. So, whatever. So, let's just get rid of the presidency because it's stupid. I mean, let's just go to states' rights. Let's have states run themselves. Let's just, it's all a bunch of bullshit. You know what the whole thing is? If Bill Clinton is going on a plane and fucking kids, he's not the first by any means. This guy's been around with this stupid plane. And he's taken a ton of people. So there's a lot of people going, do you know apparently like 2,000 kids go missing a day?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are these kids that go missing? 2,000 a day.
I mean,
unaccounted for.
You know?
And they're being sold into child slavery and things like this. And so if this is going on, man, something like this world needs a wash. We need a revolution. We need a cleanse. You know, but not the kind not the stupid movie kind. We need a cleanse where people stop paying taxes.
Well, no, I mean, and it's crazy because, like, one of the biggest things I have that pisses me off in our political situation is how controlled we are by the religious establishment in America. And because America has a very unique situation with its religious establishment where theoretically we'll let you don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to pay taxes on shit if you're a church.
Right.
You know, and the reason is because we have freedom of religion within a certain list of 150 plus recognized denominations.
Also, nobody's supposed to be making a profit.
Well, I mean, but what's a profit?
Right.
I mean,
no, that's what I'm saying. The reason there were a lot of this is because there was not supposed to be money.
Yeah.
So whatever donations came in, the government didn't want to take the donations. It would be like taxing the cancer fund, so to speak. Not that I'm comparing religion and cancer. I'm saying, though, because one's real. But it would be like taking taxes from the cancer
but I
fund.
mean, really, the separation comes because in the Church of England paid royalty. They both paid back and forth.
But it was a different thing. The religion was less.
And the religion, no, but
our leaders were Christians.
Well, no. Over there, the church, like the king, is technically the head of the Anglican Church or something like that. Like I don't know.
No.
I'm not real good on my
no.
Anglican. Yeah, but for real, they are. Yeah,
they're not
the king
the head.
is.
They're the head of everything.
No,
right?
and the Church of England is the official Church of England. That means it's a government. It's a government.
Well, no, but you got to remember,
organization.
before there was a government, there was the church in that sense, so to speak, meaning that they were religious.
Nah, before the government, before all that system, bullshit, they were
religious. Well, right, but there was a religion.
There was violence. There was violence first.
Well, okay, and then
because religion came in. Religion came in as a way of men who already had violence and couldn't beat up someone else.
Religion
they needed something else on their side.
Religion explains why there's a king, because God wanted it.
Yeah.
And religion explains why people should listen, because God wants it, and so you do it. And otherwise, it makes no sense. If God didn't want it, if there's no God, then none of it makes sense for someone to get a big castle and other people to work for them and everyone else to kind of suffer and live way below them. And that makes no sense, and it's all insane.
Unless they're Conan.
But again, I go back
unless they're Conan. But if it's Conan and he's keeping your ass safe, you're happy to give Conan your little bit of money,
No, but that's the thing. No,
thanks, Conan.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the thing. No, it's just that everyone should just live. But that's not how it is, and it'd be too hard to get there.
Yeah.
The point being, though, is we are in a time right now. We're in a time right now where one of our former presidents is known to have gone on a pedophile's plane 26 times. He's known to this corrupt investor, this convicted pedophile, all these things. And the woman we are considering running for president is his wife.
Is still married to him.
Still married to him after he splooged on an office clerk in the White House, and it was very young. And so
she was only 19.
That's what I mean. It's puzzling. It's because it's not a looks thing for him. He likes the young pussy type of thing, And so it wasn't really a looks thing. That explains why she was able to be that ugly.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it's an odd thing though. And so he does all these weird things. All this stuff has been going on, but it's not Bill Clinton. It's so many people, and that's what we're not getting. It's politics. It's Hollywood. They literally have found a way to control religion in Hollywood.
And I think, Bill, the thing is that if all this shit is true, which could be, I think Bill was one of the boys, since Bill's thing was that he was born into one of these aristocratic families.
Bill Clinton wasn't, I thought.
No, he was, but he didn't have a father. He was a bastard child.
He was brought in. Yeah, but he was fathered.
Yeah.
So, and Bill's a very good-looking young guy.
But he had a grandmother who was a lady of, was an old Arkansas lady of hell. Those aren't fucking horrible. Those, you read,
But you know what it is, though? Now that I hear all the stuff, I go back and I say Bill got into where he got into
was as a kid.
Fucking around with these dudes.
Yeah.
They were banging him.
Yeah.
So he grows up to do the same shit, even as president. And so how insane is this that... How does it make sense to have a president to supposedly have one person who's going to speak for us all when not one person can possibly speak for us all? There's way too many. When we were 74 people, and it was great to have a president when Washington did it, I guess, because Washington could have almost spent a year and spoke to the whole country, one by one.
Yeah.
You can't do that now.
Well, no. There was, 1 million people in the 13 colonies. In 76.
Okay, so picture that Washington.
So 1 million people
Washington could have had talks with 1,000 people at a time, easy. Right? Okay, so if he did 100 talks like that
in a year,
no, 100 talks like that in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Then every couple of months, man, yeah, he could speak to all 1 million people in the country, so to speak, or the majority of them. But we can't do that anymore. Our president is pretend. Yeah. Whoever gets elected, it's pretend. I see. This is. Do you know why people are voting for Trump? Because they feel like if this dude gets elected, he's gonna do shit. He's gonna. Sorry, something caught my eye too. He's gonna do shit.
I was listening.
Like Trump is gonna go in there and go haywire, right? And make real shit happen. Where we know Hillary, Bernie, Cruz, any of them would have just been status quo. Whether it be Cruz or Hillary, Bernie or the other guy, any of them had gotten elected, we're status quo. We're rolling through. Nothing changes. So we like Trump because we think if Trump goes in there, Trump's going to go, well, no, we're doing it the Trump way. And we're convincing ourselves that somehow, I'm with you on that. We're somehow, we're
I'm giving your point here.
No, and I'm there. But we were convincing ourselves that somehow he will be the real deal, like that's possible.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. It's delusional to think that it's at all possible to be a president and not be a completely corrupt piece of shit. Like that's what you've got to do to have that job.
Well, you don't matter.
I mean, that's just you got to accept that reality to have that job. It's like being a cop. If in the first 2 years,
the King of England right now.
Yeah, I mean, right.
We have a prime minister who does everything.
Yeah, and I mean, you pretty much accepted that when they killed the goat above your head when you were like 2, you know.
Right?
I mean, seriously.
But
it's the whole thing that people need to understand.
But we laugh about it, and you're an idiot. Put on your tin hat in that job. Well, put on your tin hat in that job. But you know what? No, it's starting to turn out tin hat dude has been right the whole time. Tin hat. Do you know right now a lot of the water in South Central Watts area is garbage. Now wait, let me tell you something weird. My mother-in-law lives down in South Central.
Yeah.
Now, they were working on the pipes that go into Torrance.
Yeah.
But not the pipes
that's economic
that go into LA.
That's economic racism right there at play.
Well, yeah.
I mean, for real.
It is. So it's why these inner cities...
You know, I was like, because I moved to this new Latino neighborhood. It's 95% Latino. Mm-hmm. It's the hood, you know. And... literally 95% Latino, man. People, I've lived in 78, I've lived in 86, and then the first time I ever lived in 95, which is like, damn, that's more than you would get in Mexico, people.
Yeah,
seriously.
Right?
Yeah. Like, Mexico's more diverse than that. Believe it. And, but we, anyway, there's stoplights there that are just like, there's crosswalks that, these things are just like, obviously racist because they're trying to run over brown children. Right. You know, like in that neighborhood, Vintage Echo Park.
Who the hell's trying to run over brown?
Like the street lights, the way the street lights are timed. Like if you go across the street,
see that's where
to the arts district.
Now you lost me because I'm like, wait, Johnny, are you telling me this is where my wife lives with you? Are you telling me that the city has somehow systematically set up the stoplights to kill brown children?
Yeah. Yeah, like not like actively, but that the results of the economic racism have resulted in that when you cross the freeway there, on the one side of the freeway is the Yuppie Arts District, right?
Yeah.
And it has, where there are stoplights, they're like the most well-developed stoplights of all time.
Okay.
Like, with like absolutely everything, you know, safe crossing, and I'm surprised they don't have a crossing guard, and sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Right? You go on the other side where there's actually children in like 5 schools on one block.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I have to run across the green hand to get across the street. And I'm a 41-year-old man who's in good shape.
Who are the people driving there? You said it was 95% Latino.
Well, no, it's people driving through since it's a border, like it's
I've been there. It's 95% Latino driving. And
well,
so, you know, I explained this to because
and you're right.
Yeah.
But it's not a matter of that. It's not a matter of that. What's a matter of who put in the streetlights and timed the streetlights and spent the money on those things like, I mean, because I used to do those.
Well, you know what's funny?
And professionally,
you know
I
who's
used
doing
to
it
do
now?
those.
A lot of Latinos.
Well, no, but I mean, like, well, what we call traffic impact surveys.
Right.
And the city has to request them in certain places. Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't get them in those, obviously doesn't get them in there because there's not some annoying overpriced housewife sitting in a home along with those other annoying overpriced housewives.
They've gotten the speed bumps
put in. LA, yes, but I'm talking.
These are all Latin women. Yeah,
This is a more lower.
These are idiots.
Well, no, they're poor.
No, they're idiots.
They're poor.
Let me tell you. Wait.
So they are idiots.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not nice to call poor people stupid.
I'm poor.
But but on average,
I'm poor.
Are more uneducated.
Poor people tend to be.
I'm
you know
poor.
what? It's not even that. It's not even that they're idiots. You know what it is?
What?
It's they're idiots, meaning that enough of a percentage of them are pieces of shit. They're scumbag. They're thieves. They're a small percentage, very small percentage. The rest of us are all hardworking poor people. This small percentage is the reason none of that shit's there. Is the reason that causes it all. Is why the kids there have to wear school uniforms. Is why you can't do this. Is why you can't go this way.
No,
is
it's
why
really,
tunnels are useless.
It's really is. It's a lack of. It's just a lack. The city doesn't.
At one point, you're right.
You know, the city
Yeah,
and over time
Yeah, it was
has
unfair.
not. It has been unfair.
At one point, that
well,
was
it's
true.
still. It's,
No, watch this though. You can't say anything because so many Latin communities have risen so far up. I mean, to above.
Well, I think if you want to talk
communities.
about current day Los Angeles city government, well, that's tribalism at its finest.
Well, but
you know, it really is. It's tribalism at its finest because everyone is there to protect their certain clan in the government, in the city government. So, well, yeah,
white people, man.
No, it's as diverse as you could be. It's the most diverse place in the world.
Almost diverse, but
the
actual setup of the government here
there's
is predominantly
Caucasians.
Latin now.
Well, there's also a heavy Caucasian contingent.
Predominantly Latin.
Well, there's also that.
But if we keep that in mind, it
Laydale.
still fucks with the poor people. Here's the thing. Yeah, Mexico, you know what? Poor people there in Mexico, they're treated like shit. You know what? Everywhere in the world, poor people are treated like shit. Let me tell you this. A guy told me earlier today, he said something about, he told me, he goes, why is it that white people, he's from Iraq, and he goes, why is it that white people, get like, oh, were they just, everything's them, this. I go, you're right. I go, where are you from? He goes, Iraq. I go, oh, Kurds. But no white people.
Yeah.
Rwanda, no white people. All over the world, all these atrocities are going on. All these people are being treated unfairly.
Well,
people are living poor, and people are living rich, and people are being taken advantage of, not by white people.
See, but this is where I want to be done with the term white people.
Well, because it doesn't work anyway.
Well, no, but I mean, I do want to be done with it because it's better to talk about the specific enemies of humanity. We could talk about Rome. Why not talk about Rome? Look at 2,500 years of Roman history and tell me who was supplying the children for that plane that Bill Clinton was on. That's who it is.
Well, you know what?
Or who, whatever,
Africa,
for
man.
all of that.
Africa.
I mean, it's all
nobody's
crazy.
going in there getting the blood diamonds, and nobody's going in there
getting
blood diamonds without the African government allowing it.
But there has been a Western European. There was a Western European and what is now America. And that's the thing is that people need to understand that America is a military empire across the world. And we've done it.
Was at one point.
Well, but no. Let me control it. Let me break down 20th century military history for you real quick. America came in, swooped in, and made one of the biggest offensive gains ever in 1917. By coming into World War I. Once we came into World War I, we built new bases. We built bases
all over the world
in Europe.
I got that, yeah.
And then in World War II, we started building bases in Asia and in Africa and in Europe and even up into the belly of Russia. So much that Russia freaked out.
Everything you just said was around Europe.
So that everything, no.
Why didn't we build these bases in South America?
Because we didn't need to. We own South America.
No. Why didn't we build these bases?
We own South America.
In Cuba. Why didn't we?
We own America.
But no, watch this though. Why we didn't? Because the reason we went to Cuba was because Castro wanted to fight.
And we do have bases.
But watch this. No. The reason we have bases outside of Cuba. Is because Castro was going to fight.
Yeah,
if
we
came
do.
in.
But we do have bases.
But watch this. Do you know why we have these bases all over there? Because we aren't even America. We are purely pawns for England.
Yeah.
So we're not the empire that's going to try and take over. We are the fighting machine for England. They put us.
Yeah, right. We're kind of like the evolution of the British Empire.
They've been running this. England has never stopped running America.
Yeah, I'm with that.
So we're a puppet organization for England.
Fuck America.
And we go out and fight in their areas. But that's what I'm saying. We go fight their wars. We go fight their wars. We protect Israel. That's what America does.
Yeah.
That's why America's around, so to speak. So what England did was like, okay, well, we lost America. Okay, but we're gonna buy it like the Chinese have done now.
That's why when you bring this shit up, it's like it brings me back to the thing where all that race bullshit, the whole race. I mean, it's true. We need to deal with
racism
prejudice and race. And it's all bullshit.
It's just bullshit.
It's all bullshit. But it's like we
bullshit.
just need to we should get along and be for everyone right now. Like stop being racist.
Well, here's the thing,
and stop being prejudiced. You know, we should and
we
whatever that means a bunch.
Yeah,
but they want us to point towards that to keep us distracted.
So I said all along.
You're right, and to keep us distracted from the real shit that's going on. You know, it's these little things. They worry the whole thing about all this hate speech that's in from the right wings on Facebook about transgenders, right?
And nobody really cares.
Dude, seriously, if you beat the fuck out of a transgender, I think I'm gonna have to be whooping an ass.
Well, but wait, watch this.
And it's not the trannies.
There's a guy somewhere right now all over. Yeah. Man, if I saw one of them trannies, I'd fucking throw up. I'd fuck him up. Now, you know what that guy's not going to do?
Yeah.
Throw up or fuck him up.
No.
He's just he's an ignorant, well, okay, deep down, he's really going to want to be with them. Yeah. That's a given. But he's just an ignorant panhead who someone taught him how to be ignorant. Yeah. He's spouting ignorance that he doesn't really believe in. And you know what kind of scumbag, a soulless sociopath it takes to actually be a real racist, to truly be so mad at a race or feel so superior to a race. None of these people do. They're just ignorant panheads who spout shit. I'm saying there are some, very few. You're right, but I mean, but there's such sociopaths.
Yeah.
Now most people aren't, even the guy who's like, I wouldn't want my sister dating one, and I don't know why I have to make that voice. That's you know what? That's prejudice on my part.
It's okay.
I apologize. Right? No, the guy who goes, I wouldn't want my sister dating one, or this and that. Either way, a white person, a black person, whatever. Except for when your sister does, and then that'll be the one that's cool. That'll be the one who's okay, unless
they
cool. Fight. Me too. And so unless they fight, unless they get in a huge fight and he or she fucks them over, then it'll be a racial reason why. Oh well, see, you can't trust those people until the next one who's wonderful, and then you go, well, this is the exception.
Yeah.
No, maybe the other one was the exception. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the problem with the world. So until we realize that under our own ignorance we're still separated by race, if we just stop doing that, we can get back to living.
Yeah, we could.
I mean, it's so beautiful. We have all this technology.
Well,
and
we
everything.
can do so much. It's like, we never concentrate on some of the good shit, right? And it's like, right now, the last 15 years, we've seen like private rocketry come into reality. And kids are so stupid nowadays because they don't have science educations. They have science fiction educations that. Like, private rocketeering, this is the thing that makes Halo possible, kids.
Well, but here's the thing.
Like, for real. All the games, all the sci-fi that they're on. We just witnessed the thing that makes all of that, like, the Halo and the sci-fi marine stuff possible is private rocketry. Because before, rocketry, that's the thing people don't realize. Before, right now... In the old days, when we went to the moon, when we built the shuttle, this shit was huge.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking huge.
Yeah, now they're doing ships.
A ton of people.
Yeah, now they're doing ships.
Now, because...
We don't even know how many times they're going up right now.
Yeah, and technology, but it was also, just to build that, only a government could really bring together that much capital.
Yeah.
And that much resource. Like, you couldn't buy the land that was needed. Just the colossal land need.
Everything.
Was so much. The fucking hangar that you had to put the shit in was huge, And so that much has come along. Not just the fact that we have, like unheard of power in our little stupid phones, or the fact that we're here,
but see,
live casting on.
Here's the problem. Yeah, we are, and this is all beautiful, and it's so advanced, and it's so amazing.
We'll snatch that power.
We also lost
what?
Our farming, our feeding, our hunting and gathering. We lost this, and we need that with the technology. And I'll tell you why. Because here's the thing. We need to have the options of lives we want to live.
But there's certain things,
my smartphone.
But it's certain things like the modern human and civilized human that are supposed to be being bred out of us. Like our propensity for hunting.
Yeah, that's not one of them.
But our propensity for hunting, that's one of them. That's one of the things.
We process food.
Like as a man, just as a man,
you're taught to not be violent. Like a modern educated man, you're not supposed to be violent. You're not supposed to kill things every day. Hey, don't kill nothing.
No.
But like in the old times and up till like what, our generation, every other man who was grown up, was a man, had this instinct that told them, hey, you know what? You should probably kill something today. And yet we think it's so weird, and we don't understand when people kill shit. You know?
Well, see, but that was the thing we were talking about. It was like the simple thing is, you know, if I didn't beat up the girl, and if I didn't yell at her or scream, but I just went up and entered her, like had sex with her, like fucked her,
maybe,
right? But you know, just like like that, and finished, and then went on my way. Is it rape or primal? And that's the thing. No, and I say that because it is because we used to. So could some of these people be more primal that do that get caught up in that, and because it's the weirdness with it, so then they become violent and everything else goes on it. And I'm saying we're not dealing with certain primal things, and it's not saying that any woman should ever have to deal with that, nor should that ever be allowed or happen. I'm saying there could be another reason for it, more so than just wanting to hurt women. Now, some of them just want to hurt women. Rape is a horrible, awful thing.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but that's a huge point.
Unless you're faking it in a bathroom, you know, that's fine.
Primal is just like, we have these certain primal urges that they're trying to breed out of us now. Like society wants to breed it out of us.
In general.
Well, I mean,
they're breeding masculinity out of. I mean, look at you. You're not even wearing socks, Johnny. You have no socks on.
I'm fucking Californian.
You're a grown fucking man with no socks. That's what I'm saying. But you're not Jeff Spicoli.
Yes, you are. I am.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I am. Spicoli. That's actually who I am.
And you know what? That Mr. Hand is still laughing.
Yeah, fuck Mr. Hand.
Jeff, I told you.
And you know what, Mr. Hand? We're on the internet.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
We got a largely successful
We're live on
media empire that's live on the
Mr. Hand. I made it, Mr. Hand. Fuck you, Mr. Hand.
Yeah.
No, but you know.
And I ride a bicycle, buddy. A girl's bike at that. You know.
Well, that's one of the biggest things.
But that's America. That's what makes America great. The fact that I am 41. And you know what? Fuck it. No one's coming and taking me away to prison yet.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried. Don't get me wrong. Those cops are fucking pigs.
Horrible.
But, no, you know, like, there's not a law against me being Spicoli. You know?
No, and you know
I don't get, like, I can ride my bicycle. You know, I have no kids.
Simply because you have no kids, you do have the right to do whatever. You do have the right to do that. And that I try to tell a lot of people. I even tell my students, I tell everybody, if you don't have kids and you're not positive you want them, I mean 100% positive, because I have the best time with my kids, but if you're not 100% positive, don't fucking have them, because then all your time is yours. You're not responsible for anything. I mean, you're not responsible to anyone. And you know what? You don't have to make excuses why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to pretend like, oh, their mom wouldn't let me see him. Their dad took them from me. You don't have to pretend that shit, man, because you don't have them. And so you can just live your life, and that's a smart thing, and I respect people who do that.
Well, I mean, some people have to be icons. You know, like, I don't mean to sound like a dick.
No,
I agree. Asshole I am there.
No.
But it's true, is some people, it's good for people not to have kids.
Yeah.
Because variety in our society is great. You know, like, and I do know people who were artists and had kids, and they weren't great parents.
No,
you know,
no, they shouldn't. A lot of these people, if they want to,
I'm really grateful for the kids that they made. You know,
I can't think of any of them.
I have family like that.
No, I mean just any of the famous people's kids that I'm ever grateful they had.
Yeah. No, but
short of Waylon Jennings Jr.
Shooter?
No, Waylon, or I mean, Waylon.
Shooter.
Waylon Jennings.
Shooter.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking of fucking
Hank Williams.
Hank Williams.
Thank you. Hank Williams
Jr. Junior, as he's known. Junior.
But not the third. See, the third one sucks shit. Because you know what it was, though? Hank Williams made a living and probably did okay, but lived in the woods and all that stuff when he was a famous singer in the 20s and stuff like that.
No, Hank's... What? We can go into Hank's life someday.
He was a wild man.
Give you the history. Hank was also not the 20s. Hank was 1940s.
Are we talking about
early 1950s? Hank Williams Sr. Senior, sir. Senior.
Senior was 40s.
Senior. 50s. Come on, man. I have the fuck.
Senior was 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I play every fuck. We could just do this show each week and me just doing Hank Williams songs, Burger.
I'm not sure.
Seriously. Come on. Yes, Hank Williams, and he was early radio. So 30s, I think, was when Hank first came on. But you're thinking of Woody, and Woody Guthrie.
Woody Guthrie.
Woody Guthrie originally started doing me. He didn't get recorded until 1920. That's the same thing, man.
You just wanted to bring up Woody Guthrie.
I just love Woody.
Yeah, that's all it was. You just wanted to throw him in.
That's true.
No, but so okay. So the point is simply, if, and I'm gonna go back to this since we're gonna jump, but if Clinton actually, and he did. I mean, here's the thing. It's just gonna come out. I don't even know what to say anymore. Clinton was fucking kids. So were all the other presidents. So were all these other people. It's insane. We have got to. If we don't have some sort of chaos take place, everything will just continue. And I know most people are fine with that because they have their phone. They have this. It sucks.
Hey man, how do we? I mean, here's my big question, man. How do you change anything?
Because Rome's got to burn.
Yeah, but Rome's got to burn. But you really want the streets to shut down, man?
Yeah, I want Rome to burn.
You don't have enough room in here to store up. You're not arching.
I know. I'm not saying I'm going to make it. Well, I'm not one of these idiot people who think, like, it's going to all go down and I'm going to be a hero. I'm going with Bumbo.
Okay.
I'm going with Bumbo. We've had a Bumbo on the show before. Yeah. Bumbo's been on the show. Bumbo lives in a trailer. Bumbo's a white dude who's a nut job.
That's good.
The family that always lives is always hankered up in a motorhome with the white nut job.
After Bumbo dies.
Bumbo's fine with that. He knows that. He knows.
He knows that happens, right?
But he gets to live longer than most of the other people.
Yeah, but then at the critical point where the family has to fight off everything.
Saving us.
Yeah, he saves you guys.
That's what he does. Bumbo fucking
comes in and kill him.
So Bumbo saves us. So I'm prepared for. No, here's the thing. Armageddon, whatever it is, it just needs to take place, man.
I'm with that. We should probably wrap up.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up with an old saying of this. A great saying is World War III will be fought with the greatest weapons. World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to get to the World War IV.
World War IV, back to sticks and stones.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm just tired of technology.
I know how to make a bow.
We could literally, it would be me, you, and Talmo on a rock, yelling.
Talmo's already a Neanderthal.
We'll be on a rock, right?
Okay.
He'll be ready. His kids will be the #1 in Neanderthal school because our kids will all have to undevelop. But that's not the point. We'll all be on a rock yelling the podcast to a group of people. Which is funny because why would we lose language?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, generations in.
God would slap it out of us. That would be the thing. So you got shows coming up?
Do you know if you became nomadic, though? If enough people became nomadic, you could lose language?
Yeah, I guess.
If you just had to spend a couple years, like enough years not talking.
Yeah.
And it's just like, then you met someone and you're just,
What if the only thing, what if you, in order to make yourself happy that whole time, you just sang, 2 songs that you knew?
Camptown Lady and one other horrible one. Yeah.
And so the only words you knew were, Camptown Lady, sing this song. For your kids. Doo-dah.
Kids would be like, Camptown Lady.
Yeah, Camptown Lady.
Sing the song. Hey, doo-dah, doo-dah. I like that. Okay. So, now, what do you got going on?
Oh, I got a new, I want to talk about the podcast because
you guys podcast on the podcast, but it's sports. So
but
okay.
No, I haven't. No, that's different.
Oh, what's this?
But Sunday show, Sunday show with Johnny O, my awesome now once again music podcast.
Right.
I have the newest one comes out this week. SundayShow.org. You can also find the Burger Show there. But it comes out this week, and I had a band in.
Fucking corner.
I had a band in studio. And we recorded live in studio, but the trick thing was we recorded live in studio through a 24-track studio, professional music studio.
Okay,
live.
I like that.
So it's pretty fucking awesome. It's all mixed down professionally. So it's like a live album. We basically made a little mini 3-song live album. And interviews and hung out and got high in the studio and
good deal.
All that.
Productive.
So it's coming out this week. So check that out. Rivermakers, the band.
Check it out.
They're killer, post rock grunge for kids.
Really selling
these
this
days.
thing. God damn, that is a fucking Cause
and what do you got?
Well, let me show you how you do this. Watch. You go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Taft on the 27th. I'll be in Flappers in July, and I got a couple shows in between. Hopefully I'll be back up in Vegas pretty soon, a couple months, and we'll see. You know, I don't know, unbookable.
Unbookable.
Other than that, not too much, guys. It's been fun. Talmo's out doing the Santa Monica thing. I hope we had a good show. We'll be back next Wednesday, and then the Wednesday after, we are going to be in the new place.
Nice.
Yeah, June 1st. That'll be pretty exciting. Ooh. Or maybe this Wednesday. Or maybe not. Maybe it's next Wednesday. I don't know. What are we at? What's today? The 18th?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so 25th. No, it'll be the next.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, Hamburger Podcast. Don't shit yourself.
Ooh.
Okay. She's sitting down there or something?
No, they went back up the corner.
Oh, you saw them?
Yeah, I saw them.